we found flights for $325 from Chicago to Rome.
Yeah.
So round trip.
And so we're going to spend some time in Italy. This time we're actually going to rent a car and we're going to drive to southern Italy, Sicily area, which we haven't been before. So that'll be new for us. We've been there.
Cross your fingers that the COVID doesn't change the plan.
All right, we are in a fantastic location to give you guys an update on what's coming up on our travels. It's been a bit of time since we've done the travel talk with COVID. Everything's still shifting, and so we want to give you an update on that. We're currently sitting on the Bay of Green Bay.
Yeah, and one quick thing is, part of my passion on travel is actual travel planning. So it's the dreaming of what's possible. So many times I'm just on Google Flights looking. With COVID, it kind of makes it harder. But before, it was like the whole world, like who had cheap flights? But anyway, go ahead.
So we're sitting on the Bay of Green Bay. I'll quick turn this around and show you our location where we're at. Can't keep the door open because, let me shift this just a little bit again. Sorry, got to get you guys back on track. Because the waves are making a lot of noise, so we closed the door. So we're currently in Wisconsin, and we are waiting on our son's wedding party. They got married last year, but because of COVID, they couldn't do everything they wanted, so they're having a party, and we're looking forward to that. But after that, we're on a roll again, and so we're traveling and moving.
Yeah, I mean, every few weeks changing. But anyway, first I'm going to go to New York City. I'm going to stay there a week. I'm going to be doing some pretty cool stuff there, and I'll bring you along for that.
And I am staying back and getting together with my sister and my niece, and then a couple girlfriends, and we're doing some weekend trips. Yeah, he's doing some crazy things in New York while I'm back in Wisconsin.
I only need to buy one ticket to these events. So there's a few events going on.
He's going to the Women's U.S. Open final tennis match.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. I can't wait.
Maroon 5, which
Yeah.
I love, and he is fine with, but not like I like his music.
$30, and it's a train ride from New York City to New Jersey. The Yankees game, maybe a Mets game. It's Fashion Week, so
Fashion Week, which I would love to go to.
So yeah.
And he, Mr. No Fashion, is going to Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So he better grab some good footage for you guys and for me.
And the nice thing with New York City is it's my dream location.
Yeah.
So again, staying there for $58 a night at the Leo House. So
I'm jealous. Yeah, I am jealous.
And then from there, basically, I'm flying into Chicago. Gail picked me up in the van, and we'll drive to Albuquerque, basically to position the van where we fly out to Greece.
We are going to Greece.
So 2 weeks in Greece, spending time with Alex and Angela.
Who are coming over, obviously, as he just said, and we are going to Athens and Santorini, which we've never been. We've been to Athens before, which we love.
Yeah, absolutely. The history there is great. But we got flights for $525 round trip.
Crazy, out of the United States, and as did Alex and Angela out of Portland, Oregon. From there, where are we up to?
So then we go to the Albuquerque Balloon Fest. We're doing the Escapers Convergence. We've signed up for Escapers Convergences, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, and have had to cancel all but one. We went to the annual bash, but this time I think we'll make it.
I think we'll make it this time.
We were like a days away from the Teton one, and we had
a family thing going on, and so we had to change plans.
Yeah,
that's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And so what's after the Balloon Fest?
Ultimately, we will park the van in Phoenix at the airport and fly to Chicago, and then from Chicago fly to Italy. So we found flights for $325 from Chicago to Rome.
Yeah.
So round trip.
And so we're going to spend some time in Italy. This time we're actually going to rent a car, and we're going to drive to southern Italy, Sicily area, which we haven't been before. So that'll be new for us. We've been there.
Cross your fingers that the COVID doesn't change the plans, but that is a plan, and I think we're okay. Even if we need to be tested, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll be tested before we go. But right now, Italy is, I believe, just
open.
a vaccination.
Yeah.
And not testing. But either way, we can test.
And then after Italy, now we're into December, probably around that time frame.
So we'll go back down to the Southwest and mountain bike, do some hiking, you know, kind of open at that
Rafting,
point.
pack rafting. Let's not forget about pack rafting.
If the rivers were running, yeah.
One-wheeling.
Yeah, one-wheeling.
If my one wheel gets repaired, it's in the shop, which I'm really, can I say pissed about?
Yeah.
I don't have my one wheel. Sorry. On to the next
Yeah.
thing.
Then we were flying to New York City. I was able to book a Times Square hotel, a swanky hotel, a pretty nice one. We went by it when we were last in New York City. For
Right on Times Square.
Yeah, on New Year's Eve, or the day, you know, December 30th and December 31st, for $135 a night.
We will see the crystal ball drop
Yeah, so we are gonna
in New York City.
we're gonna film it, and we are gonna be there, and it's nothing on our bucket list. It's just something. No, it was available. I could see $135.
Yeah.
That's craziness. Yeah. And now, last I checked, they were like $700. Now, it might happen where they're like, okay, COVID, we're not doing any ball drop, and be like, oh, well.
All right, we'll still go to the hotel.
Yeah, and we'll still enjoy New York City.
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. But fingers crossed on that.
Fingers crossed on being outside, frigid temperatures in New York City in December, bundled up, and not being able to leave for 9 hours.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be that once in a lifetime thing. We won't do it again.
Urinal, maybe? Should I be using a urinal?
Yeah.
So, anyways, New Year's Eve, Times Square. Wow, that'll be amazing.
Then from there, we'll go back down to, we'll fly into Phoenix and pick up the van. We're going to Mexico. And the plan is now to go to Mexico and continue on down the Baja, but we'll see. The only thing that would change that is if like Southeast Asia opened up or something like that. We can go to Thailand or
something
or
else where we
Cambodia
haven't gone to in Southeast Asia or another part of the world.
But maybe not, because we want to go to Baja. We have friends in Los Brios, and so maybe we'll go down there.
And our son was just down there. He spent 6 weeks down there with a couple of friends, and they took a road trip all the way down the Baja, all the way to Cabo, and they really enjoyed it, despite it being summer and 100 degrees. So this is something that we want to do. Again, we have friends down there.
And Aaron said he would fly to Cabo.
He would fly to Cabo and meet us, so that's an incentive. Out of there,
so maybe we'll do that.
So we'll be taking the van down there, hopefully. So then,
the plan.
Where does that take us?
Oh, so the plan then would be, like, you know, March or whatever. Is we booked Airbnb right outside of the French Quarter in New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
During Mardi Gras.
So we have like 2 weeks in Mardi Gras to do all the parades and everything. So the hope, a lot of finger crossing, because the booking that I did was really cheap. It was like, I don't remember, like $50-$60 a night. I booked it, a few months ago.
Many months ago.
And the person has no other bookings except for ours. So hopefully it doesn't get canceled, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will love it. I know we'll love it because for one, the culture, the experience, we don't mind crowds at all.
Yeah.
We want to experience Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So we know now in May that we're actually, this is March. We haven't booked anything for April, but now we've booked a trip with my niece and her husband, and I actually got my sister and my brother-in-law to go, and so we're going to go to Ireland in May.
End up going to Dublin.
Yep.
We're flying there, and then we'll be there for a month ourselves. So we'll fly from New York City to Dublin, and a multi-city means now instead of a round trip from Dublin, we're going to be flying back from, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so basically Iceland. So we fly back from Iceland.
Reykjavik.
Yeah, there you go. From Iceland to New York City, and it was $430 for that flight. Yeah. So very inexpensive. The nice thing is it's a 6-hour flight from New York City to Dublin, and Iceland to New York City is 6 hours, and it's a direct flight. When we get back in, we'll jump on an airplane and make our way to Seattle. And again, some of these are iffy, but most likely. Then we're going to hook the boat to the van. We're going to pull it to the Midwest. And the plan now, and again, this is off, but this is a plan.
But if you know us, this is the plan, but never the plan.
Right. I mean, a lot of it comes true, but because it's like that dream and it's like putting it together. But yeah, a lot of times we change. Somebody invites us someplace and we head out. So
we actually have a cancel budget. So because of our nature, we are changing all the time. We have a budget for cancellation.
Yeah.
Which nobody, I'm sure, has out there. I mean, if you have a budget, cancellation budget, or a folder, or whatever, let us know, because I feel like nobody else has a cancellation budget.
If you travel full time like we do, you would definitely, you don't need a budget for it, but you got to know it's going to happen. So,
yeah.
But the plan is to do the Great Loop, and most likely, we will do the Great Loop in a single loop and quick. I mean, not full out throttles or not both engines out, but a faster speed. We're not ones that are going to take months to do, but we also might do it in sections. So break it up in 2 sections, 2 different years, or 4. I doubt we're going to do 4, but you know, we'll see.
And I can see us doing that too, to get that in and get it in the way we want to do it. So it makes sense to go out on it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then leave it in a location and then not hop back on until 6 months from there. I can see us doing that potentially.
It's possible that we go ahead and just get to the Keys, you know, basically from Wisconsin, or even Lake Huron in the North Channel, and come down to the Keys and then store the boat there, keep it there for the winter, and then go down in the winter and spend, you know, a month on the boat, tooling around that area, and then the next year or whatever, take it all the way up then through Erie Canal or whatever, and the Intercoastal Waterway. So that those plans are iffy, but that's actually going down to the Keys. Having the boat there in the winter would be actually very good.
And that's the beauty of the Sea Dory. It's small, it's so trailerable, so functional. We don't hesitate, and we don't need to plan anything for it.
Because I would love to have the boat in the Keys for you know, a month.
I think he just came up with this. I have not heard this conversation before. I wouldn't doubt if as he's talking, he's like, oh wait, we could keep it in Florida and we could do Florida. Which is okay. Totally okay.
Yeah, and because
it's how we roll.
In the winter, we don't want to do the Southwest all the time.
Right.
Just like 2 years ago, we said we're not going to go back to the Southwest, and what we did was we booked flights to Hawaii, and so we spent 6 weeks in Hawaii, flew from there to Australia, flew from there to India, there to Egypt, Jordan, you know, stuff like that. So we decided we do not like the same
old routine.
No.
I hope you enjoyed the newest updated version on our travel plans. I'm sure there's going to be a version 2 coming out soon.
Yeah, and the fingers crossed on the COVID, and we'll see what happens. I think Greece will be okay. Italy is a little questionable because of the timing. It's like a month later, but we'll be okay. But we change plans all the time.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if we're making a new video and saying, guess what? We're not going to Escapers, because we've done that a lot. Or, you know, guess what? We're no longer doing this and now we're heading to Africa. But that's the enjoyment of our life and our lifestyle. And we have no commitments, and you know, this gives us the freedom to do what we want to do. So thanks guys. Again, thanks for watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button as well.
And comment on like how we get the travel, you know, because people always say, how do you find these deals? And it's like, it's more like persistence, you know. I'm always dreaming. So Google Flights is my dream catcher, I guess, you know.
But anyways, thanks again, and we will see you soon in the next video.